Hello, welcome back. We got some research done in construction. We can do Legions of Steel now, which is nice. We could also get to Construction 7 this turn, but I've slotted in Thaumaturgy 6 instead, because we'll also hit that this turn. It might be more useful at the moment, but I'll talk about that in a moment. We projected ourselves, found a Standing Stones with Gnome Lore, an Earth Gem and an Air Gem. And our god, projected into the throne. So dropping some meteors. First few, not terribly accurate. The rest are a bit better. You can see Legions of Steel going up. This guy casts Swarm, which is good to know. So that produces a lot of bugs as chaff. Might harass our archers when we attack the throne, since some of it is flying. Otherwise, though, that's that. We killed 33 things, so not too bad. We can do that again this turn. Thin it out a little bit. Hinnom has a new prophet. Saw some battles then as well. One's just more Pyrenees rolling over Muspelheim stuff. The other is McConey putting a Hinnom Palisades under siege. Same army we've seen. Nice leader. Been a while since I saw an Implementer axe. So that is this Palisades here. And then events, we got Jome, lost 6 defense. Dubros found a Water Gem. And Laria, there was a Hurricane. Got some afflictions and did some patrolling. Yeah, and here's the map now. So first things first, we're going to attack this throne. Over the last turn or two, I've seen a big stack of ghosts moving towards Sea of Plenty. We're now 880 things here. I assume he's about to attack this throne. So we're going to attack this throne because we kind of need to take it if we want to win. Speaking of winning, I got a scout down to this throne, which looks very undefended. If we can get this and this, we just need to take this throne and then march a stack. Just what, 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces down to get this, and then we'll win the game. Can we pull that off? I don't know, it all starts here. So if Theodos attacks the throne this month, we'll have a bump. And we need to wipe them, basically, to secure this region. Can we do that? I don't know, it is 880 things, that's a lot. We saw over here, though, Theodos is mostly just fielding big groups of ghosts with no real mage support, so maybe we can beat that if we have a smaller army with lots of mages? That's the theory. The army looks like this anyway. This army has to beat the throne and potentially beat a bump with Theodos. Or, if we're much luckier, Theodos has to beat the throne and then have a battle with us. We'll see how it goes. The army's laid out like this, though. We have our 4 blocks of Lion Warriors in the front, with some War Shamblers in the middle. Some Rhino Clan just behind them, and that big block of Mercenary Longdead. There's the front. Some groups of undead junk in the back corners on hold and attack rear. And then we have 150 pygmy archers here, all getting buffed by a ton of mages in the middle. So that's how the layout is. We're mostly relying on having lots and lots of flaming arrow pygmy archers, basically, while our lion warriors hold the front. So I'll go through some of the mages. You can see we're giving out all those items we've just forged, so kind of lucky we had those. So, first of all, some fire mages. These are standing at the back in amongst the pygmies. 2 of them are basically just doing flaming arrows, so it's AoE 20. I don't think we need many of these casts to hit all of the pygmies, but let's just make sure. Just spamming it quite a lot. And we also have a Lion Queen as well, putting up, first of all, Strength of Gaia. Gives her +1 nature magic. And some buffs. That gets her to N4 with a Thistle Mace. So she can cast Relief with an extra gem. That gives our army some fatigue reduction. Then gives herself Earth Power and does Heat from Hell as well. Because, hey, why not? Most of our Sacreds have Fire Res and our mages can all cast it. And then she'll also help out trying to do some Flaming Arrows as well. And then the guys are all on Advance and cast spells. Speaking of the bump, by the way, yeah, that's why I wanted Thaumaturgy 6. So, at Thaumaturgy 6, there's a D3 spell called With the Bones, which is... It's an upgraded version of Dust to Dust, basically, so... It's like Dust to Dust, but a much larger AoE. So D3 mages can do a big AoE version of Dust to Dust. 16 points of armor negating damage. Only affects undead. So we have quite a few D3s actually. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 coming from this province, 6. So not too bad. Anyway, yeah, pygmies are at the back getting flaming arrows. We also have all these mages, also in amongst the pygmies. One of them's doing Wind Guide. Gives the battlefield 2 precision. And then there's also True Shot Warriors, which gives 4. Apparently these stack, because they're not the same buff anymore. So one guy gives the whole battlefield plus 2. And then a bunch more people are doing True Shot Warriors, trying to give them an extra plus 4. Some of the guys are then doing Farflight Arrows, which gives them missile range plus 50%. The rest of the guys are just putting buffs around. Trying to give all of these archers Mistform and Protective Winds, keep them a bit safer if anything lands on them. So tons more buffs going down on the Pygmy Archers. We also have the Nature Mages. These are casting Enlarge on the Pygmy Archers, so they're also back here in the Pygmy group. Except this guy who's crippled. I don't know if he's going to survive or not. I don't know if crippled kills commanders or just units. I think it just kills units. He's at the front just doing Animate Tree. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Are there even trees in this battlefield? Let's see. I mean, there's some bushes here. You can animate those. Anyway, yeah, these guys are enlarging the pygmies. Reason for that is it gives them plus 3 strength. So, short bows are half strength. That's an extra 1.5 damage. It all adds up, you know. We also then have some Earth Mages, I think, back here, yeah. So some of these guys are doing Giant Strength Warriors on the pygmies, which is another 4 strength, which is another 2 damage, right? So the pygmies, they're getting Flaming Arrows, Wind Guide, Far Shot, the other Wind Guide, Enlarge, and Gift of Giant Strength. So they're about as powerful as pygmies are going to get. We then also have some other mages further forwards, putting Weapons of Sharpness on the Rhino guys. We have one guy I gave that Rune Smasher to for extra penetration. He's going to spam Curse of Stones. Why not? I don't know if undead care about fatigue, but I think Curse of Stones just gives you fatigue, right? So even though I don't think they care about encumbrance, but I think this just puts fatigue on them, which might matter. I don't know. Or maybe ghosts do care about... I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how fatigue works with ghosts. Do they just fight forever? Who's to say? I'm pretty sure these guys have morale, though, so... whatever. I'm going to try putting up Curse of Stones anyway, because why not? It's something we can do with Earth Gems. Anything else interesting to look at? I don't think so. I think that's the bulk of the important stuff. Far more mages are just doing, you know, Giant Strength Warriors, Weapons of Sharpness, those buffs. Oh yeah, and we also have a Legions of Steel as well. So plus 3 protection for the guys wearing armor. Which includes all of the skeletons as well. Most of these guys have some armor. Our Rhino should get a nice plus 3 buff from that. Our Sacreds are technically wearing armor, even if it's not very good, so... they'll go up to 9 natural armor. You know, it's something. Yeah, I think that's it for all of the mages then, isn't it? We've also got a Prophet doing, you know, Divine Blessing. And all of these guys can then go off script. They'll do Dust to Dust or with the Bones or whatever. All these guys can banish. She can banish. This dude, Nergash, what are you scripted to cast at the moment? Control the Dead, I mean, why not? So, we'll send that at Amor, and just see what happens, I don't know. If it goes poorly, well, too bad, I guess. But we need it to go well if we want to win, because we need this throne, so... we'll risk it. We are also teleporting our god in to smash this with more meteors, so why not? Hopefully that also makes those big mages blow some more gems. And besides that, other important stuff. Well, nothing's as important as this. But, still moving some stuff into Marvoni, still doing glamour site searching. I've been recruiting priests every month from this province. Some of these guys can put up temples, but we'll just stash some priests wherever we have sacreds. Or where we fear Therados, I guess. And we'll also have quite a lot of stuff in this province next month, won't we? All these lizards, plus these guys. 42 sacreds. So we might be able to attack this next month as well. So hopefully this goes well, and then we can pick up this too. Yeah. That's the hope. Anything else happening? I don't think so. Still doing the usual Skull Mentor forging though. And some Spies Jar. Some pen items as well. Why not? We've got the Rune Smasher, might as well stack up penetration. Might come in handy later. I think that's everything though. So, that is turn 50. Oops. What am I doing? That is turn 50. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. You may notice we did not bump Therados this turn. We did get Thaumaturgy to 6 though. So we have Wither Bones anyway. We also have Leprosy. Always a good one. Growing Fury has its uses as well. If you need to not route. Probably some other good stuff here. I think our god can do Enslaved Mind, right? Can't remember how much Astral he has. We could try doing that against some people during our projection, which would be quite funny actually. Anyway, we'll get Construction to 7 this month. And then we'll get some other targets. But yeah, we'll turn all of our fire gems into lanterns next month. Anyway, projected ourselves. Found a glamour site for a 1 glamour gem, Veil Valley. Projected into Amel, same thing. Didn't kill as many things this time. Saw a bunch of battles then. I'll check our battle first though. So hitting the throne. So we have a lot of buffs in this battle. Probably overkill. But, oh hey, we're using the Forbidden Formation. I always love saying that. Sending units out in single file. Yeah, there goes Curse of Stones, which is this thing. What else did we have? We got the armor buff, Temper Armor or whatever it's called. We got Relief up. Yep, very nice. And we're currently just buffing the hell out of our pygmies, so a bunch of these guys have Flaming Arrows already. Size 2. Did any of them get enlarged, I wonder? I can't tell at a glance. Maybe not. Anyway, buffing up our archers. They're on fire archers, which might be kind of bad for this section of the battle, because the only archers are these guys. So they have to kind of walk forward quite a bit to actually target them. Might have been better to have them on just fire closest or something. But yeah, they're prioritizing the archers. I mean, they take them out, you know. Meanwhile, our front line is just crazy. We've got Sacreds, we've got Rhinos, we have tons of Skeletons. We've got some Swarm Bugs in there. These monsters aren't too difficult, but obviously the Vinogres have a lot of hit points, so you've just gotta chew through them for a while, you know. Oh, the archers must be dead because the arrows are now hitting these guys. Much better. Blade wins too. The Pretender Chassis almost got into combat and then thought better of it. She does trample, so she might have been a problem, but... It looks like we've turned this now. I'll put it on turbo. Good stuff. Looks like you guys are all fatigued out. I guess Heat from Hell was useful for this portion of the battle, but... By the way, there we go. It says Amel. So, we didn't lose any commanders, which is, you know, the most important part. You can see our pygmies got 104 kills as well, which is great, because they were out of range for, like, the first half of the battle. Our Sacred's only got 124, so... Yeah. We made our pygmies deadly, that's you know, the point. Other guys are pretty decent as well. I mean, the Rhino guy's got 28 kills, that's not bad. What do we lose? None of our Sacreds, so basically a perfect result as far as I'm concerned. Some of the Merc long dead, 7 Horsemen, 35 Pygmies. I mean, we can recruit that out of 1 fort in 1 turn, basically. 14 Rhino Warriors. The Shade Beast, it's sad to lose, but that's it, really. Basically cost us nothing. So pretty good. I feel like we could have bumped Therados and seen them off. We actually have quite a lot of stuff, don't we? 564 units. Anyway, that was Amel, so good for us, and yeah, no bump. Now then, we saw lots of stuff, however, so I'll go through them more quickly. First up, we can see Makoni has a pretty nicely geared golem. Very heavy on shock res, I noticed. So he buffs up, and then he's on attack rear, so he just kind of vaporizes that guy. And then that's it. So, you know. Nice white golem. What's your attack skill? 12. Base of 8. Okay. We can also see Makoni in a couple of other places as well. Spies of Ascension, I think, is the army, yeah. So moving over some more Hinnom stuff. Still not a huge army, is it, really? It's all nice, high-quality stuff, of course, but a lot of mages. That's Spies of Ascension. 13 mages and 67 sacreds. Not sacreds, just big giant guys. And finally we saw Tarim as well, which is just this dude with the Implementer axe. Soloing a fort, so, you know, respect. It's a pretty empty fort, admittedly, but... Oh, he's got Phoenix Power as well, so he's pretty safe. 70 fatigue. With 4 reinvigoration. Must just be from Earth Power. Enough to keep you... No. He's gaining fatigue every turn. I guess this could have gone wrong. What do you want now? Oh, 20. Okay, I guess he is recovering fatigue. Okay. Well, either way, he took Tarim, so there we go. Other battles we saw, Muspelheim, moving some giants around, one of Pyrenees provinces. And then Pyrenee we saw storming Muspelheim's other forts, so it's a bit more substantial, but still not really a huge amount of stuff. Muspel Yar with a pixie spear, what does this do? Teague. Couple of Bone Fiends, some Glossos. Even some Storm Drakes. Quite a few mages here. The boulder throwers are hacking and throwing their boulders straight through the wall, hitting the giants. Very rude when that happens. What kind of buffs do you guys have on you? Nothing at all. Okay. Just a bunch of dudes with boulders just turning up at your fortress. Just knocking it down. Being defended by guys with much neater, tidier looking boulders, you know? It's really what this battle comes down to. It's a battle of ideology. I'll put it on turbo. Useful giants, of course, no joke. They hold up for a very, very long time, but eventually fall under the weight of, well, boulders, I guess. Powerful cavemen rolling in. Go with a shock trident and a girdle. Great sort of sharpness. Shock trident and a girdle. Shock trident and a girdle. I love looking at all these just cavemen dudes. Just which battle was that? That was this one. I love looking at all these cavemen dudes just rolling around with gear. Anyway, it cost them a little bit of stuff, but nothing crazy. I mean, no mages. Cost them 35 of these dudes, cost 12 gold each. 16 of these dudes. 12 of the hurlers. And 6 Meru warriors. All in all, not a huge deal, I don't think. It is 71 deaths total. So. Anyway, I think that might be the last of Muspelheim's real provinces, yeah. I think they're out next month then, aren't they? Oh, they've got a fort here still, okay. Probably not for long though, if I had to guess. Anyway, yeah, lots of battles this month, so there they are. Events in Saran Forest, a false prophet is spreading his lies. Minion -2. And in Asia, we got a witch again, misfortune and magic. Let me move something over to patrol this in Saran. Battle in Giebero. Fiends of Darkness attacking Therados. They've got a Demon Gate. Oh, nice. I found one of these very late in my Muspelheim game as well. Same sort of thing. Event triggers a bunch of Fiend attacks. And then you get that. Lost a Scout. Got some Afflictions. Did some patrolling. And here's the map now. So first up the throne. The throne is the Throne of Law. So this is another awkward one for us because we don't really want order on our scales because it's gonna zero out our magic scale. Actually, it's gonna give us drain too, I think. But then I was thinking about it and I thought, you know what? I'm not actually managing my hyenas or Buddhas at all. Most of our mages are in Marvoni where there's no Dominion. We also have a bunch of Buddhas in Gelenia, also just zeroing out the Dominion. Somehow Barra is staying positive. I guess our god is there now. Oh, we've moved out a lot of the mages from here, actually. What a range of light. Aren't you all heretics? I'm surprised that this is still Dominion 2, to be honest. Every single mage here is a hyena guy. Because they're disease healers, and this is the site, the province that has the disease site, so... yeah, but I'm wondering, maybe we should just take these Order Thrones and eat the drain scales, because there's no magic in our main research province anyway. This is a province with a bunch of revenants holding research items. I guess Eric's benefits from the magic skills. Currently magic 1. These guys will have 25 magic each. Some of these guys, this guy's 30 magic. Maybe it doesn't matter in like the grand scheme of things though. Maybe I should just claim these thrones and eat the order. What would that put us on? Order 5? Because we'd have law and we'd have bureaucracy as well. Ironically, if we claim both of these, it might help our dominion spread quite a bit though. Because this is dom spread 1. And this is, I think it's a big dom spread, right? Yeah, 5 plus conflict bonus. So, I don't know. Either way, Therados is still just sat here. We have the throne. So, everyone's going to search. I'm going to immediately build temple, lab, and palisades. So I kill recruitment this month to make sure we get everything up immediately. Put the PD up to 30. Moving the rest of the stuff here. I'm just going to try and make sure we continue defending this province in case it gets attacked by Therados. And we're also building stuff up in Gelenia now as well. So we've got Fire Mage heading over. Still, I think recruiting pygmies. Yeah, that's the only bit of recruitment I'm still doing is the 2 Buddha provinces and a bunch of pygmies here. So we've got about, what was it? 25, 50, 75. Almost 100 pygmies. Over 100 next month. Plus 75 lizards, 42 sacreds, 33 rhinos, and what are you bringing? Another 21 sacreds. So we can probably attack this province next month as well. And see what that throne is. At that point, we're sitting on 5 thrones, even if they're not claimed. So we just need this and maybe this. So, first thing we need to do is free ourselves up. I have these big stacks now on both sides of our terrain. Mostly because Therados has their own big stacks on either side of our terrain. So, I sent a message to Therados asking if they wanted to attack Pyrenees. Because I also sent a message to Xibalba and I said, are you actually just trapped behind Pyrenees? And he said, yes. There's no cave exit for him. So, at some point, Xibalba has to go to war with Pyrenees, right? So I said to Therados, it'd be pretty funny if we just waited till Xibalba is about to attack Pyrenees and then we also attack them. Because you can attack them from the water, and Xibalba can attack them from the cave, and I can attack them from the land. It's great. And this guy's huge, you know, he's a giant player. Definitely needs someone to do something about him. So if I can get those 2 players, you know, Therados and Xibalba, if I can get them on board with that idea, and kind of, you know, try not to attract too much attention to the fact that I have 5 thrones, that would be really useful. Because we could then just immediately march this stack at this, and this stack either at this throne, which is now quite lightly defended, or this. I could just go straight through Lanka. Nobody'd probably care. So we could win pretty soon if they go for that. But we'll see. For the time being, though, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We could get attacked next month and lose here, and we still need to actually take this. But, you know, I mean, that could be a route to victory quite soon if we're lucky. Meantime, yeah, we'll get lanterns making, we'll get lantern production set up next month. So, I'm hoping that, let's see. I mean, you can see our line, it's definitely, you know, it's accelerating. I think we should right the ship in terms of research next month. Well, not immediately, because we have to actually make the lanterns. But we almost have 100 fire gems. And if we make lanterns just with Buddhas, it's only going to be 4 gems each, isn't it? We'll stop making the skull mentors too, once we can make lanterns instead. And we can start turning our death gems into chaff again to just fill these forts. So, all in all, you know, things seem okay. Besides that, we still have priests coming out of this province. They'll move around, they'll help bless troops or banish undead or put up temples or whatever. I probably won't fort Katiz now. I should probably just fort the thrones and forget about this. And we're doing some more glamour site searching. Mostly because I would like to have a lot of glamour gems to be able to forge a couple of these things. Which lets you turn a H2 priest into a H3 to make claiming the thrones easier. We can claim thrones with our god, of course, but he has to teleport into provinces that might not have labs yet. You know what I mean? And then he can't get out. I don't know. Also, our prophet has a limp. Well, whatever. Let's turn 51 anyway. So, I'm just going to partially check the video. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.